Hi, this is Sam and you're watching Print Pretty Peachy. Today I kind of wanted to do a video on inspiration and the different ways you can kind of find inspiration for vintage beauty, because it's not in every single magazine out there. It's kind of a more of a niche thing, so sometimes it can kind of be hard to find motivation to get up and do pin curl sets and make sure your eyeliner is perfect. Around this time, around winter time, I always kind of get, like the winter blues. Like, it's dark and dingy out and I don't really feel like doing much of anything, let alone spending an hour on my hair. And all the best vintage clothes are always for the summertime. Winter clothes always seem to look so like bleh. So I always kind of want to like find other ways to inspire myself to continue with it, because it does take a little bit of work. I think anyone who does vintage styling would know that. So I like to look back at some of the vintage beauty books that I have and kind of get back to the basics and take inspiration from women who used to do this on an everyday basis, 365 days a year. It's also going to be a book review, and I think it would be really cool if I did a couple of book reviews for you over a period of time, because a lot of these books are reprints or hard to find, and you're ordering them online. You can't go to your local bookstore and check them out before you purchase them, so it'd be good to kind of have another opinion. This book right here is my absolute favorite book I've purchased for vintage styling and beauty. It is called A Complete 1950s Guide to Vintage Makeup, Hairstyling, and Beauty Techniques. And the most important thing about this book is that it is written by the Westmore brothers. And if any of you guys have kind of looked into the history of vintage styling and how they used to do it, basically when big movie studios like Warner Brothers and Universal first started out, how they would do makeup for movies, then you'll know that the Westmore brothers basically did every famous face from like the 1930s to the 1960s in Hollywood. So they're really, really influential, and they really know what they're talking about. It's not just a vintage enthusiast who's giving their opinion. Like, this book was a reprint of a book that already came out. Now, I don't have it, but I'm also pretty sure that they made a 1940s book as well. So I can maybe try to find the link for that and post it below. I'm going to put the link for this book and post it below. I think that right now the only place you can get it from is Amazon. A couple of things that I really like about this book is, first and foremost, I think a really important thing about this book is face shaping. They spend a lot of time talking about face shaping and how to do makeup and hair and even your glasses depending on your face shape. I think I get a lot of compliments on the glasses that I have and I wear, and I actually was inspired to get that specific shape because of this book and its recommendation that that would be the shape that would most flatter my face. So they even have a little tutorial on how to like customize your brow shape and how your brows should look. They also have like a list of suggested hairstyles for every face shape. And so basically in this book they say that there's 7 face shapes. There's oval, oblong, round, square, triangular, introverted triangle, and diamond, which I am. And it kind of goes through like all the best tips and tricks you can do to complement your face shape. It also goes into contouring, and I think a lot of people, they're getting the generic contouring tutorials out there, but this book is really good because it tells you how to contour based on your own personal face shape, which a lot of tutorials and magazines don't really do. They just kind of give you the generic make my face skinnier contour, which, especially if you're into vintage, you don't always want your face to be so sallow and skinny, because a more rounded feminine look was more desired back then. So it actually tells you how to contour the areas you want to, but also fill out the areas that you don't want to be so sunk. Again, if you're just a beginner, this book is also really good because it tells you step by step the different ways that you can pin curl your hair. It also gives examples. I don't know if you guys can see these sheets that well, but it also gives examples on how to set your hair according to your face shape. Another thing that's kind of interesting I like about this book is it gives a whole exercise regime that you can kind of see here. Another thing that's kind of interesting is that they have a color chart for black and white photography. So if you're interested in doing black and white photography and you want to know how the colors and tones are going to look on your skin and your coloring based on once it's in black and white. So yeah, I don't want to really ramble on, but I just kind of wanted to share with you guys a little bit of how I keep inspired on a daily basis. I know I haven't been making videos for very long, and I could give 101 excuses why I didn't, but I just kind of wanted to share with you, you know, how I kind of get back to the basics and keep inspired to do beauty looks. I feel the most like myself when I have like a full vintage look on. I feel like, okay, now my personality is like represented on the outside as well as on the inside. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. But yeah, so I wanted to share with you that. And I think that out of all the books, I've probably bought maybe a dozen books online. This one is one of my favorites. I definitely want to talk about some of the other books I have for more just hairstyling and stuff like that. But if you're looking for kind of like a head-to-toe makeup, beauty, body, even skincare, nail care, glasses wear kind of book, then I would recommend you this one, the Westmore Beauty book. And I'm going to, again, put the link in the bottom description bar. And also, I want you guys to comment whether or not you like the idea of a book review and whether you want to see more, because I thought it was fun, but it may be boring to some people. Okay, so yeah, that's it, and have a great day.